Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to everyone who happens to be here. I'm Clarity Wind, and welcome to the 5th episode of my playthrough through Electrician Simulator. Now, this one is more of a part 2 to the previous episode because it was just so long. Like, after filming and even after editing it down, like cutting out the cutting down the loading screens and stuff. The video footage was like over 2 hours long, or not over, nearly 2 hours long. And that was just too long for me. That's ridiculous. So I decided to part 1, part 2 it. But in this one, I am actually going to speed up, not by much, like maybe double speed, just going through everything, because I do spend a lot of time, walking around and clicking through things, and if I'm not enjoying watching it, no one else is enjoying watching it. And personally, I can't talk for that long, and I feel like gas bagging today, and this part, now that I've cut down a whole bunch, is still almost 40 something minutes long, and that's too long. I don't have that many words in me today, so we're speeding things up. And yeah, speeding things up is kind of a cop-out. Like, it's an easier way of editing things, kind of. It's, less intensive. So yeah, I'll practice a lot more, I promise, and I'll hopefully get better at editing and making these videos a bit more interesting. Even if it's not for your benefit, it's for my benefit, because I kind of like to watch playthroughs as well. So I'm making videos of games that I enjoy playing, and therefore hopefully I'll enjoy watching, and if I don't enjoy watching it, I'll consider that a failure. One thing I quite liked about this specific level is that all of the items to be mounted, like on the walls or on the ceiling and stuff, like the lights, were all in boxes in the room relevant, and also it was like a continuation from a previous level in this house. So I think that's something that this game did really well. In some places it could have been a little bit better, but there seemed to be a bit more continuous stories where it's like, hey, can you do this thing? And then they'll call you back saying, oh, I forgot this other thing. Can you, do this? Or I've changed my mind, or whatever have you. And it was kind of nice to see. My only problem with it, not quite a problem, is that you could do the wire work in a place, and it doesn't save that and continue it onto the next house. They're all pre-made, preset houses or whatever. So the wiring is like done actually pretty nice when you go back. So if you make a complete fool of yourself and make a huge mess in the house and make all the wires go every which way, you don't have to suffer the consequences of your actions. Like, if you go back and you're like, oh, this wiring actually makes no sense, and I have to fix all my previous issues because I'm an idiot, like, that just doesn't happen. Whereas I think that would be kind of fun to do, maybe even as like a different mode, because this being a slightly easier mode, where they already, they do the thing, they've done the wiring, everything's where it's meant to be. Whereas a harder mode could just be even something as simple as, the wiring persisting, and you're the bad electrician and you have to fix your own mistakes. But yeah, besides all that, I feel like the setting is quite fun. There's lots of opportunities for stories, even in there, like the missions that you do, the jobs that you have. So they do persist. As I said before, they persist, and it's kind of fun just to read through them and whatnot. I would like it if there was some sort of way to have, not storage per se, because I think that is kind of a fun little punishment thing of you've overstocked, you've got nowhere to put it when your inventory gets full. But say you've got so many screws, or even just something as simple as a way to sell items back to the shop, even if it's heavily at a loss. It would be nice just to be able to offload some things, like if you've bought a screwdriver that's fast, you no longer need the slow one. And I'm someone who really hates wasting things, and I know it's pixels, it's a digital game, it's whatever, but it still feels kind of wasteful just to delete it from your inventory. Like, you get nothing back from it. Another fun thing that I think would be fun, probably not for too many other people, but when you do go in and there's broken lights or broken switch covers or whatever, having to figure out a way to actually recycle a bunch of that or dispose of them, even if you have to pay for waste disposal, or your bins get full and you can't dispose of things in your inventory, or, you know, stuff like that, like actual kind of more business management style things. I didn't get very far in this game, to be honest, because my data corrupted, as I said in the previous episode. It was a whole thing, and I'm not salty at all. Not salty at the game, at my computer. Game's fine. What was I saying? Hang on, let me go back and listen to myself. Note to self, I was talking about waste disposal and business management, which is fun, but I also did actually want to talk about this level in particular. I very much enjoyed this level too, for no reason. Like, it's obviously haha 420 blaze it, that sort of fun stuff, but the from previous episode, I've said, oh my god, I am so easily spooked. And so when I entered this level, and you start by looking down, like, it's green lit kind of, but it's dark, and you're just looking down the dark stairs into a dark unlit basement. And I just had flashbacks to the previous, oh my god, sorry, yes, I got a bit spooked. And then I was like, what am I going to find here? Is there going to be something a lot more nefarious? Is there going to be like red paint, quote unquote? But no, it was just this. It was just plants. It was fine. Yes. And so I'm not actually going to speed up this level. This is play speed 100%, not any other percent. So as I was saying, I haven't actually played too much. Okay, that's a lie. I played quite a bit after this. It was like, probably another hour of raw footage when I got to play again. And oh my god, to have lost not only that, which was annoying in a way, but to have lost all that progress. Like, this is hours of gameplay that I have gone through. And if you've watched every episode, now you have too, and why would you do that to yourself? Go play the game. Sorry, no, like, I'll get better at editing. I will. Like, watching, even like doing the earlier episodes, as I was editing, I was like, yeah, no, this is super fun to watch, it's super relaxing, and it is for me. The workbenches, love the workbenches. I don't like speeding up the workbenches because I just find that just really calming, really fun, really relaxing. But yeah, the walking around houses, walking around buildings, connecting wires, putting things in, going back and forth, turning the fuse box on and off, like, it's just not it for me. Like, for watching, for playing, it's like, yeah, this is fine. There's no real incentive as well, I noticed, for careful wire planning. You can just make wires do whatever you want. I didn't personally do it because I wanted to kind of role play in the Electrician thing, but I know, like, you're not meant to put lights and plugs on the same circuit. Like, that's the most I know about electrical work, and I didn't get that vibe from this game. Like, I feel like there wouldn't have been a punishment if I did put the lights and the sockets on the same circuit. I probably should actually just test that before I run my mouth, but yeah, small things like that. I just feel like it could have been a bit more in depth with things like pathfinding for the wires and whatnot. So there was one level in this episode actually where I found that I could run the wires through pretty much any place in the wall without consequence. Like, if there was a window, no worries, the wire can just go straight through the window. It can go through air vents, it can go even through the cement. Like, in one of these levels, there was like that new build one, and I started getting really, really, really lazy, and I could just put wires down through the ground because I wanted it to connect two separate wires together. Sorry, not two wires, two switches together, and it just didn't quite work. Like, if I went around the wall, it just would have been really messy, and I was like, you know what, if I go up, then there's wires going crisscross applesauce with the lights themselves, the light fixtures, and I didn't like that as an idea. So I just went down and I went through the cement, and then, yeah, as I said before, where it wasn't no continuity between the levels. Like it just removed all of my wire work, which was honestly absolutely terrible. Do not recommend. 0 out of 10. Would not hire myself to do electrical work. And it was fine. Like, it just redid it and made it make sense for the game. And yeah, this art studio one, you'll probably see me do it at one point. I don't even know if I actually ended up going around the window or if I just went straight through it. And even if you go from an angle, so I chose to go along each wall from like the flat wall to the corner to then go to the next flat wall. But you could just go on an angle. You can just go from one wall to the other wall and create like this floating wire in the air, and the game's like, yep, that's fine. Which honestly was a teeny bit immersion breaking in some ways, but it's still an enjoyable game. Like, honestly, I had so much fun. Also, for the last few minutes, I think, I don't even know, I'll go back in a minute. This is me a few weeks later because my computer once again decided to kick the bucket and it corrupted my recording, and so I had all my edits saved, and over half of my audio recordings are gone once again. So I'm redoing this voiceover and I don't know what I was saying. I don't remember what I was saying last time. I can't access the files, they're all corrupt. Yay! And I don't know if that's like a CPU or if it's a RAM or if it's a graphics card issue or what's going on. Maybe it's even the power bank. I think my power bank's the oldest thing in my computer at the moment, except maybe the motherboard. No, I think that's been replaced recently. So the power box is the oldest thing. So maybe that's it. Maybe the cards are fine. They're just not getting the power that they need. I don't know. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to diagnose it. Yeah. So if anyone has any suggestions, please put that in the comments below or somewhere, because I'm really tired of my games crashing and my recordings crashing, and now I'm just going on a rant and this has nothing to do with the game. Except, you know, I lost my data because it crashed. I lost my save file of this game because it crashed. And I'm a bit annoyed. I'm a bit annoyed by that. I would like to play this game again, even if it is just the workbenches. And I think if I start again, I'm going to focus on doing the bare minimum just so that I can keep doing workbench playthrough, because it was so fun. It's so fun. I feel like I can't overstate how fun it was. I just enjoyed it. It was really well done. So thank you, game developers. That was a good addition for someone like me. I also would really like to play the game again, or even just a bit more. No, again, because I'd have to start again, just to see like what other things I can unlock, because I can't imagine that this is the entire game. Like, yeah, it takes up a lot of time and it's the same thing repeatedly. I enjoy the levels. I enjoy the little stories on the requests when you get the emails. It's just the little things just make it nice. I'd like to see how far it goes, like if there are things like the waste management I was mentioning earlier, or if you can like pre-make things or fix stock, like the small little gadgets or whatever, that maybe you give a quote to the person who's like, hey, fix this thing on the workbench, and you think fix that controller, and it turns out it's going to cost a lot more money to fix, and you give them a quote and they're like, nope, never mind, don't want it, it's junk, trash it. And so then you can spend your money to refurbish these items and then sell them, or sell them on like online. So that even this computer thing here, like where you've got the shop, why not be able to sell things? Like, it just add an extra layer. I think that would be really fun. Or even to like employ other people to do more of the things that are a bit more menial. Like for me, I want to do the workbench and I want to send out someone else to do all the house electrical work and whatever have you, because it's fine, but it's just a big time sink for me to get to what I actually want to do. I think if they've got the little house thing attached to this workshop, I think that's mostly just sort of like set dressing. It's not really meant to be a feature, but even being able to upgrade that or upgrade your workshop properly so it physically or visually looks different would be awesome. More variety of tools and stuff. There's lots of items even in the shop, which is really fun, but you don't actually use them. I think the more decorative pieces are meant for your house, so you can decorate it how you want. not really how you want, only electrically actually, so not entirely, so you can't move furniture around or anything like that. But that would be nice to incorporate those as well a bit more. There's, just little fun things, or even there was, I don't know if it's in this one, maybe I'll skip ahead, or no, I'm not going to skip ahead. But there was one where it's the Christmas level, and you open the windows to pull in the cables that are hanging from the roof to plug them in for the person. And that's just really neat. Like, I want my house to do that as well. Like, things, just small things like that, I think, if they've, it's really interesting to look at, and I just kind of want more. Like, this is good. This is a fun game. It's satisfying to do the job and, connect the lines, connect the wires, get the electricity to actually work, because I sometimes took me a few times to do. But yeah, I think it could be just more, like just a little bit more, and it would just be a lot more polished feeling and a lot nicer. But yeah, it was actually quite calming to play, and I enjoyed it. So I actually played this game for a lot longer than I thought I was going to. And yeah, I played it more than I thought I was going to for this series, and I just had fun. Like, it was just fun. It's just low effort, just enough brain power. Like, I don't have to learn 100 different mechanics or whatever have you. It was a pleasant time. I think it's a good game if you don't want too much of a challenge. You just want to like pick it up, play it. I feel like you can pick it up at any point. Like, if I start again, I'll know exactly what I'm doing. Like, it's great. Oh yeah, actually, this is the level that I was talking about where it's like a new build and you're putting in the wires and stuff. And at first I thought I was doing okay. Like, it wasn't my best work. I was actually getting really tired when I was playing this. It was quite late at night. I should have taken a break, should have turned it off. And yeah, it was kind of funny because I could just put the wires wherever the hell I wanted, which is fine because it's a new build, but at the same time, like, I didn't have to worry about going through the plasterboard properly. Like, I could just put wires wherever. Like, I didn't have to worry about where the studs were. I didn't have to worry about, future proofing it or anything like that. I could just put the wires wherever. And then after a while of doing this, I did actually just put wires through the concrete. I just went down. I was like, yeah, I'm done going through the walls and going around. Like, Oh, and also here, I discovered I could rename the, those power outlet things. I didn't know that before, and I thought that would be so handy to like label it and know it, and then if you could come back. But again, there's no consistency throughout between the levels, so there's not, like, what I do now really doesn't matter because it's going to reset. If I ever come back to this house, it's not going to look like how I've left it. It's going to look properly done. Here I was like, oh, should I just put it through? Sorry, yeah. And so yeah, it would be nice if I could label those switches and have them, for the people, and then that sort of has a consequence as well, would be nice. Or to have to go through the plasterboard, or have to think about where the studs are, or any of that. Yeah, I think if you're watching, you can really see that I'm very tired because I'm just starting in random places. Like, at first I started from the switchboard, and then I connected a whole bunch of switches or sockets or whatever it was, and then I just went to a different part of the house and I started connecting things midway through. Like, it doesn't make any sense, and I don't know, it was very silly, and I really should have just saved and put the game down and walked away, but I didn't because I'm stubborn, and also I don't get to play games too often with other commitments and stuff, so take the opportunity while I could. But yeah, I know I've given a lot of suggestions and things that I would have liked to have seen different about this game, but I actually I keep saying it's a good, fun game. It's low stress, low stakes. It's pleasant. I think it's nicely done. It's a cool concept that's just satisfying. It's just different. I guess it's not too different from a lot of other simulator games. It's a simulator game. Here I'm going through the concrete because I discovered I could. I'm like, yes, because I got tired of going around walls and whatnot. So it looks real bad. My electrical work is terrible. I am never being registered as an electrician, and if I ever do not hire me, please. And I've gone back and forth quite a lot, just in this level as well, because I keep seeing this doorway to the garage and going, oh yeah, I'm gonna put a cable into the garage, and now I finally did it. But this part now is reminding me that yes, I have been back to this house, like in the other recording that got deleted, because I remember there was these halogens, and yeah, I confirmed that all of my wiring is not there. It's all neat, it's all properly done, and yeah, so it wasn't me. I didn't do this. Oh, now I'm just checking with all of the wires, because it's like as I went back and forth and things were not lining up, and now there's obviously no power, so those blue lights that go through, that shows you that power is going into that space, into that wire cable. There you go, that there's power going through that cable. And I discovered that, hey, there's no power going to a whole bunch of these cables. What did I do wrong? And it was me. I was just an idiot, because I didn't connect everything, and I just kept going back and forth and connecting random things to get oh my god, that scared me. Sorry, I completely forgot. I forgot I got electrocuted. It scared me when I was playing the game, and now it scared me again. While I'm doing the voice, I jumped so hard in my chair. Oh my. Okay, sorry. Ooh. I'm glad I didn't get full on electrocuted. Like my character just, oh no, game over. Have fun. But yeah, I'm actually surprised now that I know that you can do that. I'm surprised I haven't electrocuted myself earlier, because that is definitely something I think that I would forget. And this is the first time I forgot it after many, 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 many hours of gameplay. So there you go. Does that make me a real electrician now? Have I earned my electrician's license because I electrocuted myself like a goose? Anyway, I think I'm gonna end the voice recording on that note. Very nearly at the end of the video anyway, and yes, I have included a little snippet of me discovering that my save data has been corrupted after a point. So yay, that's great. Yes, thank you for watching, and stay hydrated, and I hope to see you in the next one or another time. Who knows? Bye. So I guess insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Yeah, I tried a few things, tried restarting my computer, tried closing, opening Steam, verifying files. I can see the save files in my folder, or one of the folders that this game creates, and it just can't see them. So fun in games. But yes, for now, there's no more Electrician Simulator for me. It's been fun playing it, and I'm just going to move on to the next game, and hope that I don't lose save files anymore. So fingers crossed. And yes, again, if you have any tips about what's going wrong with my computer, or what potentially needs upgrading besides everything, because I don't have the money for that, let's be honest, I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear your experiences with whatever the hell is happening.